Alright guys, today I'm just gonna do a little quick video how to check the hydraulic fluid on a garbage truck. You see a lot of people, they will fill it up and not do it the correct way. What ends up happening is this wall, as it moves forward, it pushes all that fluid back into the tank, and then you got 10 gallons of hydraulic fluid coming out of the cap here because they overfilled it. It's very common. I've had supervisors bring me trucks. They kind of filled everything up, brought it to me halfway through the day. Now we've got a hydraulic leak or spill because they overfilled the tank because they didn't do it properly. So if you look here on this sight gauge, it's kind of dirty, but right there is where the hydraulic fluid level is at currently. That's with all the cylinders retracted, meaning that that's the most amount of fluid that the tank's going to have in it. The wall's pulled all the way back, so you really don't see the cylinder here at all. And then back here, your packer cylinders, nothing's exposed. So that's pushing all that fluid back into that tank currently. So that is the proper way to check that. You want all your cylinders not exposed. What happens is, watch this hydraulic level. Go ahead and push this wall back. Get that kind of close. So as I push this wall back, you're going to see that fluid level start to decrease. You don't have the high idle on or nothing, so it's going to take a second. But we were about halfway. And just with that big cylinder that holds that wall, I mean, we've lost almost half on that gauge there. So we went from a half to a quarter, if you look. So now we're right here. So what happens if you fill this tank up with that wall all the way back to the back of the truck? Let's say you fill it up halfway. As that wall works its way forward, as the trash packs on, that fluid level is going to rise because that fluid is coming back into this tank. What happens then? Boom, comes out, it has nowhere else to go, comes out of your cap, goes all over the ground. Now you got a hydraulic spill for no reason. So then we'll go back here, we'll run this packer real quick. Kind of show you, and so you got your cart tipper too. Some have like a cylinder on this doesn't. So we don't have to worry about that. Again, it's going to take a second because I don't have the high idle on. But right now, that hydraulic fluid is filling these cylinders. So we're going to do that, we'll curl it. We should turn the high idle on to get this going a little quicker. This thing's incredibly slow without the high idle. So now as you look here, you can see all your cylinders exposed. We're gonna go back up to that tank. See again here? Go back up to this tank. And it dropped just a little bit more. If you look, we're right here, a little under quarter now. So your biggest thing is that push out cylinder for the wall. It holds a ton of fluid. And again, we can go ahead and run this back through the cycle. You can see the difference. I can show you the difference right here, just pulling this wall back forward. So we went from under a quarter, and it should be about half. I've always taught people to run these things, at half, just in case, you have expansion from heat, anything else. Kind of keeps you in that safe zone. But if you're always checking your fluid, running half, that's pretty safe. So again, that's how you check your hydraulic fluid on a garbage truck. ASLs, front loads are all going to have a little bit different things, but basically as long as all those cylinders are not showing, that's the proper way to check the hydraulic fluid on a garbage truck.